Clean spark warrants still won't slow down. You can see in the pre-market here, they are up 25%, up at 86 cents from the closure at 69.11 cents yesterday. What a ride we are on currently. So many things are just up, with Bitcoin getting so close to $100,000 unless it has touched it since last I looked. Currently sitting at $97,397 on Bitcoin. I'm just floored by how quickly we got there. I knew we were going there. Didn't think it was going to be quite that fast. It's been just so intense seeing these things go up. So with the warrants, a lot of people are having some issues getting their hands on these things. I know that they trade on Schwab. I know that they trade on Fidelity. I know that they trade on Interactive Brokers. I know that they do not trade on Robinhood. They do not trade on Webull. Those are the only ones I have confirmation of yes or no for trading these things. But don't worry if you haven't gotten your hands on these things yet and you're just itching to get some. It's important to, one, take a breath. Remember that this is a moment of euphoria, and moments of euphoria tend to come crashing down at some point. Okay, so you're probably going to get the opportunity, probably not no guarantees here, of course, but probably going to get the opportunity to purchase this thing lower than it currently is, especially with CleanSpark not quite being over that mark of $18 yet. We might still see at some point in maybe November, perhaps sometime in December, see some sort of a smoothing out, a dip here. We can't rip forever. So just keep in mind, take a breath, remain calm, and always remember there are other trades. For example, in the last few days, if you've been with MSTX this week, let's go to the weekly, not the daily, but the weekly. Just this week on MSTX, if you were in that, you would be up 87% this week. So there are other plays out there. They are, you just got to find them, got to look for them. MSTX is another one that I've brought to the channel before, another one that I do actively trade. I sell puts on this. Kind of wish I would have just bought the shares. Look at this thing in pre-market. It's up to $216. I started trading the puts at 44. I should have just bought the shares. Oh well. So I've made something like I need to do a new income machine. That premium is getting pretty high, but I could have easily made well over $30,000 doing MicroStrategy if I had just bought shares versus playing options like I have been. So that's lesson learned, but it's also part of learning that strategy. So I'm not too concerned about it. Learning that strategy is a lifelong skill, not a one-time pop. So that's the way I am looking at that. So the next thing we want to do today is we are going to look at some technicals today. All right, we're doing some technicals on some Bitcoin miners. We're going to look at CleanSpark. We're going to look at Mara. Those are the two that I'm really quite interested in, maybe BitDigital as well. So what am I going to do here? I want to show you a fib. So this is really important, this fib. All right, look at the swing low. This is the swing low here, September 3rd. If we start a fib down at the bottom of that candle, and we run a fib all the way to the top of the peak here, which is about $18, about right there. That's just... And we look at where we came back to, right? Okay, so this is the weekly, not the daily. Give me a daily. There we go. Wrong swing low. All right, this swing low right here. So this was a double top. We came down, we finished that bearish pattern, and we had our swing low here on not September 3rd, but November 4th. I was on the wrong chart. There we go. Same high though. All right, look at where we came to. Look at where we are. We're getting into that golden pocket here, right? We came up, we came down, so graciously tapped the 618, and now we're bouncing. So what's the next step? We get over 1482. We get a closure over 1482. That's a confirmation that we are open to $18 on CleanSpark. We close above $18. That's a confirmation that we're open to 2117. We get a closure above 2117. Look how that lines up so close with my line. We get a closure over 2117. That is a confirmation that we are open up to 2313. There's not a guarantee that we're going there, but it means that the way is clear for us to go there if we get the momentum in the price. Okay, that's what that means. So that we're in actually a really nice bullish little spot right there. I had to take a pause there for a moment. The market just opened, so everything's just buzzing and going all crazy. I had to pause the video. to keep from any of that noise getting in there. Okay, anyways, that's what I'm looking at for CleanSpark here. I'm looking for right now, I want to see a closure today above 1482. I get that closure above 1482, I feel like we're likely going back to test $18 here on CleanSpark. Let's look at Mara. Mara is actually much more exciting. I've already got the fib drawn there. You can see from the swing low here on November 4th to the swing high on November 13th, we came down to the 786. The 786, let me pull that out so you can see it a little better. We came back and touched the 786 at 1766. That is an institutional buy area. Okay, these ones, get rid of this, which opens us up. And look, we closed above it yesterday. And look where we are now. We're getting very close to that 2630, which is where that opened us up to be 2. If we get a closure above 2630, then we're opened up all the way up to $30.50 in terms of where we could go on the next fib level, and then 33, and then above that 44 on Mara. Mara is getting heated up as they adopt the micro strategy method. There was another one that is doing that now. It's SMLR, Semler Scientific. They have adopted a Bitcoin buying strategy as well, and that happened just a few days ago. And look what's happening. They're already up from that point, from the low to the high here recently. In just the last couple of days, they're up 75% since adopting the micro strategy method here of, creating a Bitcoin treasury. So SMLR, get that on your watch lists as well. This is one that is likely probably going to be going up significantly here very soon. Perhaps testing these highs up here around $100. Maybe we'll see where this thing ends up. But I have started to dabble with this one as well. All right. What was the other miner I wanted to look at? Oh, yes, Bit Digital. Check out Bit Digital. Look at its swing high to its swing low too high, right? Low here, high up here. We came to, oh, this is actually a little bit lower than that. There we go. We came right down to the 786, and we're bouncing, and we closed above the 618, which is beautiful in terms of making us open to 456. We close above 456. We're open to 484. Above 484, we're going back to the high. So that's actually very exciting on Bit Digital as well. Of course, Bit Digital needs to see Bitcoin and Ethereum in tandem moving up higher, which hopefully with Bitcoin getting so close to $100,000, we will start to see that again here really soon. All right, that's all I've got for the Bitcoin miners right now. Otherwise, this video will end up being like a half an hour. CleanSpark warrants is over $1 now. It is over $1, $1.04. I can't believe I picked this thing up at 19 cents. That is amazing. Over $1, it's gonna come back under $1. That's just so euphoric. The people that were buying at 6 cents are taking profits right now, and if they aren't, I really hope they are considering it. Anyways, of course, nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. We are in the banana zone. Things are going to get crazy. Let's see what Bitcoin did last night. Bitcoin hit 98,335 yesterday. As long as we're above right here, 93,675. As long as we stay above this high here, we're going to drive higher. We're going to drive higher as long as we stay above that. Notice this pattern right here. This guy. We had this ascending move with a bit of a flat top. That is a very bullish little pattern right there, and one I often play. And the fact that today's daily candle, like we had a green candle up, right? Look at the next day, right? The body is from the very top of that previous green candle up higher. Today's candle, that body is from the very top of yesterday's green candle going higher. Those are 3 very bullish moves. Now, there are, what are they called? Like white knights or something? Can't remember. But they go up like this, 3, and then 1 can wipe it all back down to $90,000. Don't be surprised if we get a $10,000 candle to the downside real soon, okay? Don't be surprised by that. That's going to be your opportunity. That's going to be your ability to get in on the dip, all right? Don't be surprised. Like these three candles right here from November 19th, 20th, and 21st. If those break down, right? If we get a breakdown of these 3 candles, it's going to be like a 3-line strike to the downside, right? They come up and they come all the way back down to the base. In this case, that'd be about 90,500. So, and we would still be bullish in that situation. Don't get me wrong, we would still be bullish, but that would be a $10,000 candle. That would cause a lot of fear. That would cause a big dip in a lot of our favorite assets. So don't be surprised if you see that on these 3, something like this, right? 1, 2, 3, and then almost back to the bottom and then back again. Just like this pattern right here that played out in October. We got 1, 2, 3, and then just slow bleed off towards the bottom and then a bounce from there. Okay, look for that. $90,000 right there, 90,500 exactly. Watch that level. Watch it real careful. Actually, I'm going to take this line. I'm going to put it down here, right here. This is now my buy zone. It hits this, I am going in heavy on a lot of things for that move up to $100,000, the $10,000 candle in the other direction. That's what I'm going to be looking for if that is to happen. Anyways, that is all I've got for you today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I am. It's been just a fantastic week this week. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you want to get more amazing content like this. Share this video with anyone you think that needs to see it or hear this type of information. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio. Don't sleep on that sticker shop. That link is also in the description and channel bio, and have a profitable day.